Hello and welcome to the World Cup predictions here on Blue Club Sports. I'm glad you're joining me. Um, I'm going to refrain from making any political statements. I know this is a very touchy subject, the fact that the World Cup's in Qatar, but I'm just going to avoid it. I'm not a very political person, so if you're looking for that, I would say just go somewhere else, to be honest. I'm just here to talk about the football, make a few jokes. Hopefully, you enjoy the content and you can go on with your day. So, let's get into it. I'm going to do a two-part, video series, even though it's just two parts. First video will be just on the group stage. Second video will be on the knockout stage of the tournament. So, let's get into it. We have Group A. We have Qatar, Senegal, Ecuador, and Netherlands. I think this is pretty easy. Netherlands, Ecuador cannot have Senegal go through. They just lost Sadio Mane. Kalidou Koulibaly hasn't been playing well, and I know that for sure, being a Chelsea fan, sadly. And yeah, and let's go into Group B, which is probably the one that you probably want to see my opinion on. As you can see, I'm wearing the USA top. USA used to be a very good team when they had this crest. Ever since they changed the crest, it's been all downhill, in my opinion. And look, I'm an American, as you can hear by my accent. I'm a proud U.S. citizen, but I'm not proud of this team. This USA men's national team is a fucking joke. And warning language. The USA team is an absolute joke. It's a farce. It's disrespectful to the history of this federation. This team has finished third in a World Cup back in the 30s, and this team is just going to embarrass itself, in my opinion. Don't listen to the media. Don't listen to Fox Sports. They're just trying to trying to sell this tournament to American viewers, saying, "Hey, look, we don't watch college football. Watch World Cup soccer." It's all lies. One podcaster or sports radio host that I really respect, Colin Cowherd, he's been churning out the World Cup content like no one else. And it's kind of painful to hear. You know, I respect Colin's opinion on NFL and basketball, but that's all he really knows about. He doesn't really, in college football, when he talks about baseball, it's a little cringy, and with soccer, it's just the worst. He does not know. He does not know what he's talking about. But I get it. The suits are paying him to talk about the World Cup, and I get it. You gotta get your money, man. But Fox Soccer wants you to believe that the USA is primed and ready to take on Qatar. The whole tournament, they're gonna take it over. Christian Pulisic is literally Jesus Christ reincarnated, and we're gonna win the whole thing. And it's just lies. I get it though. It's kind of like it doesn't hurt anyone's. It's kind of like comforting lies. It's just they're like the best lies you can tell, But the USA, when I look at this team, the manager's a clown. The captain is not even a leader. And of course I can spend a whole hour talking about how pathetic the specific soccer federation is for the USA, the decisions they make, the supposed they're growing the game, but what have they really done? I would go as far as to say that the video game FIFA has done a better job at growing the game in the US than US Soccer Federation has ever done. Also, the Premier League's been growing the game down here, and also Liga MX has been growing the game in the United States. And to really show how bad they're growing the game, there's a lot of American fans, a lot of American football fans that don't even support the men's national team because they just know they're a joke and they're not heading anywhere. And that's really on the federation's fault. But like I said, I can go on all day with that. Greg Berhalter, like I said, I have a video of Greg Berhalter when he said that it's good that Thomas Tuchel got the sack because now Christian Pulisic can get more playing time. And look how that's even played out. Christian Pulisic still does not get playing time as he should because he's pathetic. He's a little brat. He's a whiner. He's a complainer. And there's no... And I get this. people give me shtick because I hate on Christian Pulisic, and I do. He's a detestable. I just it's a shame that I share his name. It's a shame that I share his nationality, and he plays on my club team. Um, it's all disgraceful. But Christian Pulisic, there's just no, even if you're a fan of his and you just think that he got the bad end of the deal, with his situation at Chelsea, he is not a leader. No one looks at him and says that guy's a leader. This guy, every time he plays football, he's like this. It's just, that who wants that as a captain? Who made a decision? That's our captain. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. He has as much personality as a soda can, and yeah, it's just, I it, and what I'm getting at here is this team is going to face adversity, and you look at your captain, you look at your manager, and they're just two fucking clowns. They're just two clowns, and I really hope. And I say these things hoping I'm wrong. I'm a USA fan. I want them to do well. I think even I was really optimistic, and I love Berhalter and I loved Pulisic. You know, there's teams that have way better rosters, way better managers, way better tactics than us. And if we have a good showing, I think if I was a very optimistic person, I love those two clowns. I would say we can make it to the quarterfinal. I think that would be a very good thing for us, but nothing more. But this USA teams, it's a shame that they're representing the US, honestly. Um, and this roster's just, it could be better. I get what they're going at, youth, growing for the future, but you know, they're not gonna do anything here. I have England topping the group, Wales in second. Iran could finish in third, and USA could finish bottom. And if you know about U.S. sports and NFL, your team gets absolutely crushed. They win 3 games, but the silver lining is hey, we'll get rid of our GM, we'll get rid of our coach, we'll have a full rebuild, and then next year we'll be on the right path. That's the only thing. If my prediction is true, I hope that's what happens. Because if nothing happens, then 2026 is out the door as well. And yeah, Berhalter is an absolute clown. He's not even good at his job. It's not even like I have a personal beef with him. It's that plus he's an absolute muppet when it comes to what he does. And it's just, yeah, let's just move on here. Group C has Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Argentina, and Poland. I have Argentina topping the group. I think, I think that's what's going to happen. And I have Poland finishing second. I think Mexico, I used to have a lot of respect for Mexico. I started watching football in general in 2010. And Mexico was a really, they could have gone somewhere. They could have made it to the quarterfinals, and they get unlucky in the round of 16 and they get knocked out. But I think this is the worst spot I've seen Mexico in since I've been following the sport. And yeah, I just don't see it. The Mexican fans I talk to, it's basically hopefully Guillermo Ochoa has clean sheets and we nick a goal, and that's just not the Mexico I know. That's not the Mexico that I used to respect, in my opinion. But yeah, just sad for them because they should be really outperforming. They're probably one of the most underperforming nations in the world. The fan base is there. They have clubs. They have history. It's just they just underperform, and it's just sad to see, honestly. Group D, we have Tunisia, Denmark, France, and Australia. Denmark's going to top the group. French are going to be coming in second. I really wanted France to be. My prediction was France was going to get knocked out of the group stage like the last 2 defending champions, Italy, Spain, and Germany, but I just couldn't see Australia or Tunisia, finishing ahead of them. Group E, we have Japan, Costa Rica, Germany, Spain. I have Germany, Spain, 1-2 there. So Germany topping the group. Group F, we have Morocco, Canada, Belgium, and Croatia. I have that going Canada 1, Belgium 2, Croatia 3, and Morocco 4. Canada, the kings of CONCACAF. if you're going to have the logic that the USA and Mexico, yes, they could have had better qualifying campaigns, but they're really going to show up in the big stage in Qatar, then why can't you say that about Canada? And I think Canada has proven themselves. They have the best roster. They faced adversity. CONCACAF, that's really the definition of adversity, playing in CONCACAF, trying to qualify through CONCACAF. And yeah, Group G, we have Cameroon, Brazil, Switzerland, and Serbia. I'm going to have Brazil finishing top and the Serbs finishing second. Not really much to explain there. That's pretty straightforward. Group H, we have Korea, Ghana, Uruguay, and Portugal. I have Uruguay finishing first and Portugal finishing second. Someone was trying to explain to me that there's fractions already showing in Portugal, especially with the Ronaldo interview that has been published that I will do content on. I did watch the whole interview in its entirety, so expect that as well. But I still think they'll make it out of that group. But as you can see, they won't win another game in the tournament in my knockout video. And yeah, just my closing remarks on the group stage. I think, yes, Canada finishing first. What is that about? I think, there has to be a shocker somewhere. It's just natural with this tournament. No one would have predicted in 2014 that Costa Rica was going to make it to the quarterfinal. And yeah, I think this is natural. In the World Cup, someone gets knocked out of the group stage that you don't expect. And in my opinion, that would be Croatia. I just looked at the roster, and it's just getting older and older, and there's no new blood coming in. And they don't have the balance that you need to really challenge for this tournament. And my last remark would be on England. I know the English are pessimistic on the English, but I don't know. I look at a team that finished fourth in the last World Cup, and they made the final of the Euros. And I think, yes, you can say a lot about Southgate and his tactics with 5 in the back and 2 holding defensive midfielders. But I think the roster can take you a long way. I don't see, like with France, I see, yes, it's a good roster, but, you have Mbappe that thinks he's king. And yeah, it's just not what, I'm not a buyer into that type of scenario. But I think England, as you'll see, will go far yet again. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to tease too much. I'll probably have the knockout video coming very soon after this one is uploaded, so keep an eye out for that. But just to wrap it up, if you liked the video, please drop a like. Comment down below what you guys think so far. I think the biggest one is France not topping the group. USA getting knocked out, possibly finishing last in their group, and what else? Canada topping the group. I don't know if I just repeated myself there, and Croatia getting knocked out. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of big picks, bold picks, I guess, that I've made there that probably warrant conversation. So yeah, in the comment section, go down below, tell me what you think. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't done so, like the video, all that good stuff. I'm planning to do videos of the World Cup after every game I watch. I will be doing recap videos, even if it doesn't involve the USA. I'll be watching. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't think there's much to say. Keep an eye out for my knockout predictions. And also, I'm planning to have a guest on, my first ever guest here on this channel, so keep an eye out for that. And that's all I got to say. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a good day.